today we are going to play Salting the Earth. It's a Yuri game, so yeah, it's a Yuri game. If you don't know what that is, you check it out first. But I assume that those who are here, I think you know what to expect. So let's start. So apparently you can choose the one at the bottom, which is I don't know. Okay, let's try. Communal House of Port Sukang. They must have rebuilt it from the ground up. It doesn't resemble the photos in my history books. Still moving? The stranger speaks to me as though she's reading from a manual. She has a commanding and husky voice and a flat accent. After a 2-hour walk from the airport, here I am, 1,200 kilometers from my house, hammered by the heat and stuck on a building ledge chasing a cat. It was a difficult climb, and the shallow, protruding edges didn't provide much help. No rainwater pipes from the direction I climbed up either. Hold on, let me shift this closer. Okay. The fur on my right arm is drenched as I wipe off another trickle of sweat on my cheek. Another half an hour and I would have turned medium rare. Hey! Are you listening? She demands. It must be the heat because I find her voice increasingly attractive. So, confirm or tease her? Okay, let's tease her. Yes, ma'am. I'm still on the move. I say with a light-hearted chuckle. I could do a salute, but no one is watching. I am not a ma'am. With a voice like yours, darling, you should be. She clears her throat after a moment of silence. Wow. Whoa. Okay. You do not just sit on the ledge like this. I exhale loud. Using my right arm, I stagger towards the balcony on my left. My heart thumps in my ears with its hastened beats. I close in just right above where the stranger's voice was coming from. She's upskirt from my position looking down. As if on cue, a gloved right arm sticks out of the window and waves in the air. My right leg stirs and stirs in response, making several infinity patterns. Yet she continues waving her arm some more. It's unreasonable to expect her to see me from her position. For the umpteenth time, my thoughts begin to drift off again. This time I wonder what the stranger looks like. I'm still not sure where this is coming from at the moment, but it's okay, let's read on. It is easy to form a coherent image of stoicism based off her voice. I imagine she would be an intimidating person, like all the Oregon women I have met, especially here in Port Sukang, where some are professionally trained for combat situations. Orogans have bulky physical frames compared to us nymphs. They also have wider shoulders, upright ears, and visible tusks. Well, I say she is looking pretty good. Right. Most of them are cleanly shaven. Okay. Actually, cleanly shaven is a poor way to describe them. They lack fur similar to humans and are sewer folks. I sigh. Despite my size and obvious racial differences, wouldn't it be nice if I can fit in easily? I give my thigh an audible slap just as I finish the thought. No take a seat, backseat. Okay. You know, this is the 3rd floor, eh? A question jolts me back to reality. A sense of anxiety settles in. Have I been speaking to myself out loud? I'm making a poor first impression with a possible ally in this foreign community. Right. I'm a great climber. I got this. Roo. So Roo is the red hair girl. I got this. Okay. My mouth quivers from the height. I haven't got it at all. As I feel myself slipping forward, my fingers tightly weave the ledge. Chip-colored nails scratch the dust off this brittle cornice. That could have ended badly. If I still had my spare clothes, I'd have fashioned them into a rope and be on the ground already. You didn't bring your clothes? When I got off the plane, my baggage was collected by someone named Mika. I was left with nothing except for my carry-on. Which was confiscated while I was dealing with customs. I left it by itself on the bench. Okay. The woman elicits a huff. She is either not good at hiding her emotions or doesn't attempt to. I make tiny wobbles with my bottom to move towards the balcony. This conversation is dragging on, and I can't even use my puppy eyes to win her over. Okay. This thin ledge makes a small cracking noise. Might not hold my weight for much longer. So she's a orc? Or a nymph? I don't get it. I'll probably watch back later. I look around and spot a higher ledge, which I assume to protrude further. It's hard to tell from this angle. There is no point of climbing even higher when I'm already so close to the balcony. I don't usually scale buildings on my first day, trust me. There was a cat up these ledges, meowing. Meow, meow. That means help me get down. Should not be confused with meow meow, which means I want to roll over and eat your hand when you pet my tummy. You don't speak cat at all, do you? Who's the stranger, man? Oh, I'm dying to know. I can imagine the eye rolling already. What? I gasped out loud, dramatically faking my hurt. Was it that obvious? The cat with grey and a white belly? Yes, a two-tailed cat. The Orogan is silent for a moment. So that is the Orogan at the bottom, at the window ledge? I guess. I don't know if you can see my mouse. Okay. That was Spirit. He roams around. Oh, fuck. Oh, that scared me a bit. Oh, fuck. Maybe next time I won't... The ledge beneath me gives in suddenly with a crunchy crack. Oxygen bursts in my mouth. White rubble trails are dribbling to the ground below. Everything seems to slow down to an excruciating point. I squint my eyes and mutter to myself, "Oh shit!" Luckily, my hand managed to catch on the top windowsill. My heart lurches at the thought of possibly falling to my death. "Your hand! Give me your hand!" The stranger reaches out to me. At this angle, she appears to be kneeling on the bottom window stool, and her other hand grabbing the panel casing securely. Okay. The bottom half of my body dangles heavily, pulling me towards the ground while my legs are propelled towards the window. "Let go, I got you." I give in. Just when I fall within her reach, her hand catches my arm and yanks me upward into her body. Wonder what that looks like. She slowly drops from the window stool to the ground, unfazed by our collective weight. Her arms still wrapped around me securely. Right. Alright, okay, cool. So she's the Oregon and she's the Nymph. The green girl is the Oregon. And the other one's the Nymph. Okay. So I'm guessing you can, at the beginning you could either choose one of them to play. Okay, cool. Look at those muscles. As my feet touch the ground, my shivering body collapses into her chest. Thank you. The wildly beating heart in my chest makes it difficult to form words. By instinct, my fingernails attempt to sink themselves into the firm flesh to no avail. Ow! My lungs heave, attempting to inhale uneven breaths of oxygen. When my senses stabilize, the first thing I feel is her body heat. Her skin is hot like a heating pad. Okay. It is safe now. Breathe! She whispers comfortingly. Puffs of warm breaths goes to the top of my head. Are you breathing? Only in. Pat, pat. My eyes hazily pry apart when I finally feel her reassuring hand on my shoulder, peppering awkward pats. I bring my arm down where my fingers can dabble the scarred skin. The thought of falling flashes back in my mind. I immediately grab onto her like a lifeline. The front of her shirt scrunches up in my shaking fist. Does she think I smell like sweat and sunburn? Taking in another deep breath, I look up at the woman. Her intense red eyes bear a worrying scowl. There is an orange hue in her blood-colored irises. Oh, finally realized. Which I could only see this distance. A few scar mark the bottom half of her face. Okay. She looks like a dinosaur with all these markings. On the shoulders. Yeah. A sentinel officer, perhaps? She bears the distinctive sigil tattoos of the Orogans. Okay. Aside from the cornice, did you break anything else on your way down? And that's when the dream ends. No, it was a dream. No way. The woman ducks her face as she pulls away. She turns to inspect the exterior of the building. I take in my surroundings at last. It is a large indoor pool. So she was sunbathing? Sunbathing in a pool? Nah. Okay. There is no one else around but this lonesome, arrogant figure. It's not far from the balcony. That should be a quick fix, she mutters. She then lets out a long sigh. I wonder how much the boss will hate this. I'm fine too, by the way. Thanks for asking. What? Wait, is it a dream or not? I'm confused. Really confused. The woman spins around and crosses her arms. After taking in the full sight of my rescuer in all her glory. Oh, so it's not a dream. I have to admit she isn't a bad looker. On the contrary, I find her to be quite attractive. She is tall, very tall. With her broad shoulders and a strong pair of arms, she's nothing short of a model Oregon woman. Chiseled cheeks complement those focused eyes. Her hair is woven up in a messy high bun, revealing the curvature of her defined neck and collarbones in her entirety. Her right bicep looks like someone took a bite out of it. Is it painful still? What would it feel like to touch it? Battle scars are littered along her arms. What else does she have hidden beneath her tight-fitting outfit? A chuckle escapes my throat. This would be a good place as any to stop imagining things. I didn't realize it was a pool? Yup. She agrees with a blunt nod. Not a popular time for swimming, eh? It is our nap time right now. The image of large Orogans gathering around and proceeding to have their collective nap makes me chuckle out loud. This place is more easygoing than the military. Was that what you were doing here before you found me? Aye, it is coming in here. No one would swim right after lunch. I'm glad you were here then. Thank you again, love. Oh. No more climbing for me for a while then. No more climbing for me for a while. Not for the lack of trying. It feels good to make fun of myself a little. You don't appreciate being alive until you're so close to death. Plus, 9 out of 10 doctors agree that pancake is not a good look on me. The 10th would be my cousin Nui, who never let me forget the fact that I crashed his bike into an oven. Long story. Not to worry, I can always catch you again. I don't plan to do it again, but I will see what I can do. Introduce myself or get down to business? For this girl, right? For Roo. Get down to business? Introduce myself. You should introduce yourself. Oh, where are my manners? Roo Cherriwati, the new sous chef. How do you do? I flash my brightest smile and extend my hand. She looks deep in thought. After a moment, she shakes her head. Sorry, you remind me of someone I know. Roo Cherriwati. I can't get over that. Someone she knows? Just Roo is fine, love. Whoa. Hold up right there. Hold up. Alright. Hey, but maybe it's a common thing for them in their world to call people love on the first day. Wow. I didn't catch your name. I'm Dirong. Just Dirong is fine. I'm unsure if it was an attempt at telling a joke because the deadpanning is on point. I push my hand upward a little more to catch her attention. Dirong shifts from one foot to another with her head tilting to the side. She watches my hand with an indecipherable curiosity for a few seconds before she puts her up. I latch onto her warm hand with both of mine and give it a quick shake. Her expression softens for a moment and then a scowl is put back on her face. Does your name mean anything? Although we live in the same country and speak the same language, we still keep our people's naming traditions. Stiffweed. What? Oh, it suits you to a T. A T. Dirong nods. And what does yours mean? Wild cherries. Oh. You certainly live up to it. Dirong's mouth twitches upwards, building into a soft smile. You mentioned knowing me? What was that about? Am I that popular? You're the one the boss is mad at. You didn't show up at the orientation this morning. What, so they're working together? I don't know. Boss, you name Ningan? Supposedly, if my flight had arrived on time, I would have been picked up at the airport and escorted here by someone named Mika. Nimgan was my first point of contact. Oh, jeez. It had people talking. Oof! I'm confident my lateness wasn't the only thing worth gossiping. My being the only nymph in this community would also be a popular topic too, perhaps? How mad was she? Give me the sugar-coated version. The wrong size. Was? She's still mad. It doesn't sound like Nimgan, the Nimgan that I know of. She was an absolute angel on the phone compared to the contact I had before they approved my application. We had several lengthy calls. It put me at ease speaking to her, and her laugh was infectious. She made me feel like it could all work out. Is this one of those cases where a person's phone manners differ from the way they carry themselves in real life? I shouldn't waste any more of the time, eh? The wrong nods in agreement. Then what were you doing on the ledge? Come on, man. You're supposed to report for work. She hits to the door and turns back. Her fingers do a confident beckoning motion to me. I could only follow her. Oh, it's what's that? A locker room? We slipped a door marked with female symbol to rows of amber-tinted lockers. They must have installed them recently. The wood is brand new. This room is big enough to accommodate 2 sports teams. My nose picks up on a clear lacquer scent, which is mixed with the chlorine from the swimming pool treatment. Dirong doesn't make any stops to gather her things. A well-lit long corridor lies beyond the locker room door. It is spotlessly clean and bears minimal decor. It is just like what Dirong had told me. Complete silence haunts this hallway. Right. The door on my left, next to the fire hose, has a plate that stairs on top of it. My room is 304 if you need me. Now I'm really wondering, what sort of place is this? Is this a company building, or is this a dormitory? I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. Dirong points to the other end of the hall. The pool is only a walk to yours then? I would rather have the gym being at this distance. Gym is on the 5th floor. Dirong laments. Not a fan of cardio, love. That's not... I can't swim well. Dirong ducks her face to avoid my inquisitive gaze. Her bashfulness makes me want to pick on her more. So we're actually playing in her in the Roo's perspective. Anyway, the elevator won't take us down to the basement. Let us use the stairs. Dirong clears the throat loudly, successfully changing the topic. It is as if she heard me thinking. What? Oh, okay, I see. Her thumb points at the green door on our left. Her eyes narrow. Lead the way, Dirong. I latch onto her arm. Cool. Really cool. Dirong stops and looks at it for a second. She opens her mouth as if about to say something. She ultimately decides against it at the last second and continues walking with my arm hooked around hers. The door squeaks open. Dirong holds it in place, allowing me to get inside. The empty corridor emits an eerie feeling. I feel as if we're being watched. Okay guys, I got to end this episode here, so I hope you enjoyed the visual novel. I think we will see a lot more interesting and tasty material later. So yeah, see you.